What's going on, guys? Matt Manduke here, and this is actually a drone flight from my trip to Baltimore, where I took, my cousin's friend to go to court, and this is all that I did here was to fly around and see what there was to see, and it didn't give me any warnings that I wasn't supposed to fly here, which is cool because I wasn't too far from DC at this point, and I wasn't too far from the center of Baltimore, but there really wasn't a whole lot that I could see. There wasn't anything that was really all that entertaining for me, but I did like the view, and I used a drone to scout around a little bit because that's what you can do when you're sitting in a spot, and the drone allows you to get a good overhead and see if there's anything worth checking out as far as like parks or uh, that bridge looked pretty cool to me, so I wanted to get closer to that, and I think I did at some point, but maybe that's what I'm doing now. Thought that the cityscape actually looked really good, and it was kind of a scenic view, and that's kind of what I was going for with this shot. Even though the foreground it kind of looks industrial, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot of industrial stuff once I get out on the road, doing the over the road trucking because I'll be trucking. So of course, with trucking, I'm going to be in a lot of industrial type places and warehouses and stuff. And my intention actually is in a lot of cases where I have downtime, I'm going to try and fly my drone. And I do expect to be upgrading my drone because I really like what the Mavic 2 zoom looks like. I like the video quality. It's much better than what we're used to here with the Spark, but the zoom ability also allows me to get closer to things without actually getting closer to things. But that's not why I like the Mavic 2 Zoom so much. My favorite aspect of the Mavic 2 Zoom is that it has a 5 mile range. 5 miles is a long distance. Yeah, so then, I did some looking around, as it is now when I talk about the 5 mile range, is that this drone has a max of 1.2 miles, which is nice for what it is, and I really can't see it once it gets that far away, but I think what I'm looking at here is like the county impound or something. There's a bunch of smashed up cars and stuff. They're just kind of like behind the courthouse building, and then there's a couple police vehicles. But it's just so trashy around Baltimore. Baltimore is like really poorly designed, and it is my assumption that a lot of East Coast cities are poorly designed. I think New York City is very well designed, and I think that Philadelphia is pretty well designed. I do like that the courthouse has solar panels on top. I think that's cool. In the event of a zombie apocalypse or, a Baltimore riot, it wouldn't be a bad place to hold up because you'd still have some electricity and you'd still be able to do some things. But it looks like there's a lot of row houses, and it doesn't look like a very bad neighborhood, but it doesn't look like a great neighborhood either. I do notice that most people have cars, and I was just kind of looking around. I don't like the road system the way that looks, but I don't live there, and I didn't have to drive on it, so it's not really a big deal. It just seems like a lot of weird intersections, and that's probably cumbersome for the people who actually do live there. I can see in the distance some of the houses look a little nicer, and I would think near the courthouse, crime rates are a little lower, so you would get some nicer houses, but the row houses are just weird, especially in a city. Like for those row houses to look, they look fairly decent. I don't like that they have flat roofs. If you're gonna have a flat roof, I think you should be able to get on the roof and enjoy, since you don't have much of a backyard, you'd be able to enjoy maybe gardening or something on top of your house. I didn't design the thing, so it is what it is. So yeah, I just kind of pushed it in every direction that I could to see what I could see, and I was looking for a park to go check out, but I didn't find anything that was of any value. And I think at some point I took a picture, and that picture is actually the thumbnail for this video. And then I actually, in order to take a picture, I had to stop the video, and I realized I could just take screenshots out of the video, but I find that the pictures are better stabilized. So, and that's where I took the picture at, so I had to pause it and come back, and then I'm just looking. There's a guy walking there. It might be a chick. I don't know. I'm too high over it to really see. And then I'm flying around the parking lot. At this point, I think I'm starting to get like low battery warnings. Look, you can see my kayak. That's where I'm at. I'm standing next to the van. I'm starting to get low battery warnings, so I actually started to like land slowly. And I was being a little bit better about the way that I was flying and the way that I was doing things. I'm also hoping, oh, that was a little dizzy, but I'm also hoping that with the newer, better drone, that the auto white balance will work better when I, flip the camera down and flip it up, because you get like a different view. But I'd still like the detail that I can see on the trees at this point. And this was in October. Was it in? No, it was before. I think it was like October 3rd or something that I filmed this. So that's why it's still mostly green and lush. And even though we're at the end of October now, and by the time you guys see this, it'll be the beginning of November, and the trees are changing. If not, by the time you see it, they might be done changing. And now, since I'm landing, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you're new here, I want you to hit that subscribe button. If you like these videos, I would like for you to check out some more of my drone flight videos. I do them all over the place, everywhere I go. And if you want to see what else this channel's about, please click on that video there. Thanks for watching. I'll see all my friends later.